What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to another week. Actually, this is week 4's battle video, and I'm facing our very good friend MysteryCD. The reason we're facing MysteryCD is because right now there are some things that was happening with his life, and we had to postpone the game. And this is technically our break week, but we are doing our game now. So that is what's happening right now. We are finally getting back to this battle. I had a team builder made a long time ago, so I don't even remember the team honestly myself. But we're going to go kind of into this. I kind of reviewed it before we started. But yeah, we have Substitute Knockoff, Spell Tag, Double Stab Gengar. We have Complete Turtle for the Mawile. We also have Massive Ramen here for some of his other threats. We have the Slowking here that's just going to do massive damage to everything. We have the Citrus Berry Double Dance, Sesame Street, and we have our full Spinef Garchomp here. I remember that. So we're going to get ahead and go right online. Let's challenge. We're going to go right in. Okay. So he did bring the Munchlax. We thought the Munchlax was going to be here, but it is in fact here. So that is very, very cool. The Crossman here. The Mega Maw isn't here, but that's kind of a relief just because I don't have to deal with it. I think the biggest threat for us is going to be that Lando T, just because I don't see it. Yeah, the Lando T is going to be annoying as hell for sure. This Garchomp's going to be big as we're going to be roaring things out, killing things, just stuff like that. I think he leads either Greninja or he leads Rotom here. I think I'm going to lead Garchomp. So, just because I really think that Rotom is going to lead. It looks like a very, very good lead against me. I don't have too much leads here. The Munchlax is definitely here for the Mega Houndoom it was supposed to be. But we did not bring Mega Houndoom. My Sesame Street looks really, really, really good here. Like, really good. And I'm kind of surprised he brought the Lando T, seeing that I did have the Zapdos Galar. So that's going to be huge for us because he'll give us a +2 boost every time that Lando T comes out. So if we can make that prediction on the Lando T, that would be huge. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to lead the Garchomp. So we're going to lead that. He led the Landostarian. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and set up my Stealth Rocks right now. I think that's the best case of action. His Defogger is in fact the Rotom Heat, and this thing is meant to take on the Rotom Heat as well. So he Toxic Dust, that's a good play. We're just gonna go ahead and set out the rocks. So what does this swap in here? He could swap into Chestnut. He could swap Rotom, maybe. He could think he should do that. I'm gonna fire off a Roar, cause why not? I wanna see what he's gonna do and pressure him off of. He just Earthquaked. Okay, wow, that did a lot. All right, pull the Munchlax in, so that's good for us. So this really sucks though. Our Garchomp is really, really low now. Fuck. An EQ hurts Alice here a lot. Alice isn't doing a whole lot back either. I think I'm just gonna go Ramen and load off a Knock. That's what I think I'm gonna do. This is huge. This Garchomp Toxic and being so low really, really, really sucks. I should have just gone Ramen on the thing. That would have been probably the best case scenario. But I think he's gonna fire. He might fire off a Toxic here, low key. Fires off a Toxic. I think I'm still gonna go Tangrowth. Yeah, I went Tangrowth. Yeah, he thought I might go Gengar. That's fine. I'm gonna fire off a really free. I could fire off a Toxic or a Knock here. Because the obvious swap in is either Chestnut or Rotom Wash. Because he's not going to want, or not Rotom Wash, Rotom Heat. He's not going to want this Munchlax get knocked right now. That's too early in the game. So I think I'm going to fire off a free Toxic. Yep. We're going to hit a Toxic on this thing. Oh, it's not Boots. That's huge to know. Alright, so our answer to this thing is in fact our Garchomp, and it's really low, so I'm not like huge on saving Garchomp right now. I don't think it's necessary. So I'm just going straight back into it. I think that's fine. We need to keep this healthy. With rocks, the fact that rocks are up, and this thing doesn't even look like it's defog. I think the Lando might be defog then, if this thing isn't, because this looks offensive. So yep, go back into Garchomp. He overheats. That did jack shit. So we live another one. I kind of just want to roar right now because he can't kill us with anything. And I shift somebody on rocks. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I should rocks until I died. Yeah, that sucks. All right, well. He's just going to kill us now. Yeah, there's no reason. I'm going to stealth rocks in case he tries to do something else. Like if he tries to set up his own rocks or something. I don't think Garchomp is necessary anymore, just because I can't get any health back on anything. And Rotom 2-Kos me at that point. So, yeah, I'm just going to throw the rocks back up. I should have just rocks until I died. That's fine. Got the rough skin damage. I think I'm going to go straight Slowking and fire off a... Yeah, I'm going to go Slowking right now. I think I'm just going to fire off a Hydro Pump. Yeah, I think I'm just going to fire off a Hydro Pump. So something's catching that. If he goes Munchlax, I'm side shocking it the next turn. I don't care. But if he goes anything else, then I'm gonna do massive damage. Even Greninja is gonna take a lot from this. So. That did a lot of damage. That did a lot of damage. Nothing takes a Hydro Pump very well. Yep, that's fine. Just land it. That did a lot of damage. 49. That's fine. We don't have a swap in anymore to this thing. That's fat damage right there. We don't take a Dark Pulse. And I don't think our Yordle, but our Yordle doesn't like do anything anymore, so I'm just gonna go him. I don't like, if he Dark Pulses, he Dark Pulses, and we'll find out if he specs or not. But yeah, what really sucks is rocks are not up anymore, but it's whatever at that point. Now I wish I had rocks on this, but whatever. I'm gonna fire off a Toxic on this thing once he comes in anyways, so that is what it's gonna be. Thought he'd go Greninja, that's fine. Hydro Pump still did 49, which is really, really nice. Yeah, the Dark Pulse did 47, that's fine. I'm gonna fire off a Toxic right now. I think that Rotom might be like Specs or something, or maybe like Expert Belt. I don't know if it'd be Expert Belt, but I do think it's Specs or something like that. But honestly, I think if we get a agility off on the Zapdos, we can win. I just want to chip the the this thing a little bit more, or not this thing, the Necrozma is what I want to chip. So we do not have a swap in, so I'm just gonna press rest. I think that's our best course of action. If he overheats, it's gonna do a lot, but we'll rest back up, so that's fine. But we're definitely staying in. Oh, he missed the overheat. That sucks. It wouldn't have killed though, so it honestly like doesn't matter all that much. Like that sucks a lot, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter because I don't think that killed. Let's just go Roton Heat. I just want to see if it mattered or not. Let's just go max. I'm gonna go full just to give him the benefit of the doubt. Modest, and then I'm gonna go choice specs. Overheat did. Okay, Torkoal, wow. Okay, oh, never mind. It might have killed right then and there. YouTube, what's up? It's me, James, back here, and as you can see, it's a little bit different. I'm different clothing and all that, but yeah. So unfortunately, my battle with Mystery, the screen actually froze, and it was frozen on this for the whole screen. So I wanted to give you guys, and I was trying to match it up because I do have all the original audio and everything, and I was trying to max it up, but it just wasn't working out very well. And so unfortunately, I will have to be reviewing the game, which is really unfortunate. I didn't want to have to do this, but this is the easy ways to go about it and to still get you guys to battle, and like 4 of you guys watch it anyways. So basically here, I kind of rewatched my video to kind of see what I was thinking, but I'll start it. Mystery had just overheated, and he overheated again. I think this was a low roll. I kind of did it. I didn't do the calcs afterwards, but I just sleep talked again, and I ended up pulling Toxic, which was, it happens. I wish I would have gotten Lava Plume, but it would have just been a little bit more chip anyways. And then he volted. This is when I don't know why, but in my head that I thought the thing might be specs because it felt offensive. It ended up not being. It was offensive, but it was definitely not specs. So that is slow as hell. So yeah, I ended up just rest talking again here because I did not have a swap in to Greninja, so I just let the turtle die. I didn't feel like I needed it fully anymore, so that really sucked. And the sun was also gone for the Rotom. I go Gengar here to kind of bluff the Scarf as he goes Munchlax. This is a really big turn. I'm gonna go really slow here. Where I had knock off Gengar just for this Munchlax, and I knocked off his item, which was really big. He also made a big play in Toxicking there, which was, in hindsight, a really good play, as I was probably not staying with Gengar as I did not do enough damage. But I go Slowking. He uses Rest while I fire off I'm pretty sure I just teleport here. Yeah. So I do teleport to get advantage, and then I get into my Zapdos Galar. I come in, and he's going to go straight to Necrozma, as that was his Fizdef answer for it. And I ended up bulking up to try and do it, but I was looking at my calcs and stuff like that, and bulk up just did nothing. So I just decided to swap to Preserve to kind of scare him out of the Munchlax into this thing to give me momentum. We took that Photon Geyser really well with Slowking, as he is fat. He sets up the rocks, and we ended up missing a Hydro Pump, which was huge because we just wanted damage on this Necrozma for Zapdos to come in and sweep. So I was just going to sit here until I died with the Hydro Pump, I think, but it was just at that point where I was like, Slowking could still be useful, and he did a lot of damage. I was going to force him because I didn't think he was a Morning Sun there. Missing that first Hydro Pump really sucked. He gets back up to full, which really is definitely really sucky here. I think we knock here. Yeah. Yes, we do knock. We knock, so we get the item off of the Rotom, which is really great. We see that it's lefties, which we had kind of seen before. I was like acid brained. I did not realize that leftos had never been shown, and he had swap moves. But here was a big turn of events for me. I go into Slowking to soak up the overheat, and then I go back into Tinker to get Regenerator. And in Eat, he actually did Volt Switch like I figured he would, to kind of preserve this if he ever needed to Volt or Overheat or sack something later. He ends up going into his Chestnut, in which I didn't care about this thing. I just said you're gonna get Toxic. He was actually Roar and roared us out into Gengar, which was really big for us. And then he's just going to end up letting his Chestnut die here as we Sludge Wave and we pick up a kill with Gengar. And then he's going to go hard Greninja, which is really big on us. This was a really, really big turn for us because we ended up staying in on the Greninja, which was huge because we did not have a swap in and the play had to be made. And that was kind of my thought process was Greninja helped win us this game, but not Greninja, but Gengar. But at this point, we just saw. So we did Sludge Wave the Munchlax, but he was asleep. And I ended up getting a free sub off while he sacked the Rotom, which was huge, huge, huge for us because we had that sub up. While the Munchlax comes back in, he still has to sleep for 2 turns, so he gets that there. He's fast asleep, and then this part is probably the most unfortunate part of the game, as he pulls Toxic. Well, that's not unfortunate, but just Toxic. And then I crit. This was probably the worst part of the game for Mystery. I ended up critting that Munchlax, which was still huge for him, but at the same time, he would have had to pull Earthquake for it to matter. So I would still be on a slub either way. But I end up Shadow Balling this, and then he breaks my sub, and I'm just going to Shadow Ball again and kill this thing. My thought process was just Gengar's picking up kills, which was great. And then Greninja comes in, and I think I sack the Slowking. Yep, I go hard Slowking to sack this thing. He actually Hydro Pumps. I thought he was just going to Dark Pulse low-key, because I didn't see a reason to ever go into Zapdos there. But that's fine because I can go, I think, Tangrowth here. Yep. So I go Big Tang, so I can fire off a Toxic to get this Necrozma chipped. I just needed this thing chipped a little bit. And so that's why he's going to end up Photon Geysering here to get damage off on me because he needs this Tangrowth gone or weakened for the Greninja to one-shot. And then I just Leech Seed him because I just needed that chip. So he ends up killing me here, and we kind of just take that because of Toxic Leech Seed damage. Well, he doesn't take a Leech, but he does take the Toxic. We go Gengar, and we just kind of clean up the Necrozma from there. He lets it die to a Shadow Ball, and then we end up letting it die. I let this die. I was really nervous here because I thought that he had kind of like trained me that this thing might not be Scarf, and so I was really, really nervous, but it ended up being Scarf. And we ended up winning here with a close combat at the end because Ice Beamed in. But in game, I was really scared because I thought this thing might be Belt or Specs, and it was a roll to kill at that point. And I was really, really nervous. But it came down to the wire. It was a really, really great game for MysteryCD, and I really appreciate him having this game with me. A little hacksy on my end, and I feel bad for that, but not much I can do there. It's the game we play. It is how it is. But really, really big shout out to Mystery. I had a really great time playing this game, and hopefully we meet in playoffs. I always love to fight Mystery in playoffs. So we are 1-1 in playoffs. So it's a big thing. But yeah, so definitely a great game. I'm sorry I couldn't give you guys the original audio. I feel really bad about it, but it is what it is. Happens sometimes. But basically, yeah, so big win for us. We were 3-3 going into this next week facing our best friend Chris, which is a big, scary thing that's going to happen. And yeah, thank you guys for joining in, and I hope to see you next time. So please, please, please tune in. Leave a like and subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. And I will catch you guys on the flip side. So see you later. Bye.